Poetry is a literary genre characterized by rhythmical patterns of language. These patterns typically consist of meter, syllabification, rhythm, alliteration, or a combination of these elements. The poem typically involves figurative language, and it may break or bend the rules of speech and writing in order to embody an idea or convey an experience. When you analyze a poem, you know that you will not be able to address every aspect of the poem. Thus, you must select the elements which work together to create the special effects. First, consider the title. What does it mean and how does it add meaning to the poem? Then, consider the literal meaning of the poem. What do the individual words mean and how are they put together? Then look beyond the surface meaning of the words and start to think about how techniques are used in the poems to add meaning and depth to its meaning. How do these elements work together? How do they complement each other? How do they create tension? Think in terms of cause and effect and look for the relationships within the poem itself. For example, if you see a pattern of imagery which suggests something about the speaker, look at the other areas of the poem for more evidence along the same lines. In poetry, form and content are inseparable, so you must not overlook the relationship between what the speaker says and how he or she says it. Here's a poem titled Introduction to Poetry. It is written by Professor Billy Collins. I ask them to take a poem and hold it up to the light, like a color slide, or press an ear against its hive. I say, drop a mouse into a poem and watch him probe his way out, or walk inside the poem's room and feel the walls for a light switch. I want them to water ski across the surface of a poem, waving at the author's name on the shore. But all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with a rope and torture a confession out of it. They begin beating it with a hose to find out what it really means. And here's a favorite poem of mine by John Updike, Lament for Cocoa. The scum has come, my cocoa's cold, the cup is numb and I grow old. It seems an age since from the pot it bubbled beige and burning hot, too hot to be too quickly quaffed. Accordingly I found a draught, and in it placed the boiling brew and took a taste of toast or two. At last time flies and minutes chill, my cocoa lies dull brown and still. How wearisome in likelihood, the scum once come is come for good.